In Acts chapter 26, Paul had a heart posture check that we cannot miss. In your own time, I strongly recommend checking out Acts chapter 26 because it is short, but it is so powerful. Welcome back to my 60-second-ish Bible study. Today we are in Acts chapter 26. I'm going to give you a brief overview. So what we see in Acts chapter 26 is we see where Paul is meeting with the king, Herod Agrippa II. This man is arguably the most honorable man in the room, but he comes from a lineage of people that ain't so good. And then we have Festus, who is the governor, who is also in this room. Paul is defending himself in this meeting right here. Basically, he's on trial yet again. Now, when Paul is given the opportunity to speak, baby, what does he do? He tells his testimony. Come on, Paul. Now, his testimony is so powerful that Herod Agrippa II asked, well, do you think you're going to turn me into a Christian that quick? Herod Agrippa II asked this question, but Paul was literally just telling his testimony. But you see how God works? There is power in your testimony. You never know who needs to hear it. But that's not even the part, baby. Paul's response is the part. And keep in mind, Paul is still imprisoned. Paul is still in chains in this auditorium filled with people who want to persecute him. But his response, he says in verse number 29, whether it is quickly or not, I pray that you both and everyone here in this audience might become the same as I am, except for these chains. What does that mean? He says, listen, I am in bondage. I am chained up, defending myself in front of all these strangers that I don't know. But even in this moment of bondage, I pray that each and every one of you get to experience God to the fullness. Whether it's quickly or not, I pray for you. And that is so powerful and amazing. Sometimes we can be so consumed with what we are going through, our lows of the lows, how heavy life is on our chest and on our shoulders, that we forget that there's people around us who don't even know who God is. Are we praying for them? Are we still sharing our testimony even when we're sitting at the lows of the lows? Because God still works. God is still good. Just because you are going through a temporary season where it feels heavy and it feels dark, you still have the opportunity to share the light. That is powerful. And that, baby, showed Paul's heart posture to the fullest. He was more concerned about saving strangers than he was about having his own personal chains broken. Woo! Baby, when I tell you Acts chapter 26 is amazing. If you're interested in a full breakdown of Acts chapter 26, follow me on YouTube. This is where we get into the Word of God together. And I hope that this blessed you. I love you. Bye.